Welcome, Meeks. We're here live from GenCon2015 here with AJ from Van Ryder Games and Evan Derrick from Van Ryder Games. But we're going to talk to Evan about some other stuff, Darkmoon specifically. But AJ, first of all, what is this?
Alright, so this is Hostage Negotiator. It's our newest release, just released for retail this week. There's copies here at GenCon at booth 1329. It's a solitaire game. You play as a hostage negotiator trying to save hostages for some unscrupulous figure who has decided they want something and they're going to take hostages to get it.
Hence the name.
Hence the name.
Okay, I want to ask you two questions. First of all, Van Ryder Games, what's that all about?
So Van Ryder is actually derived from the middle names of my first two sons. So
awesome.
My oldest middle name is Vance, and my middle child, Kayla's middle name is Ryder.
Ah, there you go.
So
perfect.
Vance Ryder didn't have quite the right ring to it, so I shortened Williams to Van. And it was actually my wife's idea, and I liked it a lot. So.
For sure. Well, because it's your wife's idea, you have to like it a lot, right?
I didn't actually know that. I
Yeah,
got the shirt on, but I didn't actually know that.
Okay, well now you know.
We'll have to have a meeting for you to learn these inside secrets.
Yes, insider secrets. And the second question I asked, why solo games? What is it about solo games? We started talking, but fill us all in.
Well, for me, it started with I didn't have a normal game group. I had a.
You had an abnormal game group?
I think we all have abnormal game groups.
I know.
But no, I got this great new game for Christmas. No one played with, and so I was like, man, if this thing played solo, I could just play it myself. And so then I got it in my head, well, if I designed a game that was played solo, then I could, I don't have to worry about it. So that's how my whole journey kind of started. So I've always had an affinity for games that play solitaire, and this one is just pure solitaire.
Right, and do you always make games that have a one-player option in them?
No, so Tessin, our release before this, is a two-player speed card game. It does not have a
That's by
solitaire.
Cardboard Edison.
By Cardboard Edison, yeah. It does not have a solitaire play mode, although I've brainstormed ones. But, currently it does not. So it's definitely important to our label, and we will try to do solitaire variants for games if we think it works. But I'm not going to force one in necessarily.
Okay. And are you looking for more solo games, like solo-only games?
Yeah, me and Evan actually, we've had some conversations. I would love to do a solo line.
Maybe you should make one.
Maybe you should make a game that plays 5-player only. Did you know, Jay, that Evan had signed himself up? He put his hand up and he said, I will do this. I will make a game that plays with only 5 people ever. And he said he'd have it done by the Gathering 2015, and it's how many months past, Evan?
I'm very past my deadline.
Yeah, so we'll see.
For your theoretical game.
Anyway, so awesome. I've heard really good things about it. A lot of people, and it's funny because on Twitter, before I got to Twitter, I didn't know how many people actually solo game. And now that I'm following Twitter a lot more, there's a lot of people on Twitter that will solo game, and they're particularly happy with this one. So it's
a lot of people don't know the one-player guild on BoardGameGeek.com is the, I'm going to get this wrong, but I think it's the 3rd or 4th largest guild.
What?
Maybe the 3rd only behind Dice Tower and maybe Secret Cabal. It's up there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And remember that 1 is the loneliest number. That is pretty cool.
There's a lot of us. We're okay being alone, and there's great games.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, so going from being alone to going to a multiplayer game with lots of dice that was originally meant to emulate BSG, Battlestar Galactica, distilled down to its finest essence and diciness.
Yes.
We now have Darkmoon of this year from Stronghold Games. Evan Derrick is the designer. Tell us about it.
So Darkmoon, it is kind of like the Resistance and kind of like Battlestar Galactica, except it plays longer than the Resistance and has more options, and it plays much shorter than Battlestar Galactica.
Like about 3 times shorter.
Yeah, about 3 times shorter. So an average game is probably 60 minutes to 90 minutes on the tail end. It also plays 3 to 7 players, and the time doesn't fluctuate too much. So a 7-player game really isn't going to run you too much longer than a 3 or 4-player game. So basically, you're on the dark moon of Titan, which rotates Saturn, and you're all these kind of grudgy blue collar miners, and you dig into this mining deposit and get a bunch of people get infected with this gas that turns them into sociopaths. They all talk and act just like everyone else, but they want to slit everyone's throats.
Kind of like Evan himself.
Yeah,
pretty much. So what's the mechanic?
So the mechanic is that you roll these dice that have negative numbers and positive numbers. So the dice, depending on how you roll them, could be good for everyone or bad for everyone. But you roll all of your dice behind a screen so it's hidden. So no one knows what you roll. So, which means that the infected players can put out a negative number and say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, guys, that's all I rolled." And statistically, the dice are weighted so that even good players, players that want to help everyone, are going to be forced to put negative numbers in.
Right?
Yeah. So the most entertaining part of the game for me, demoing it for people here and watching it, is when someone I know is uninfected, they're good, rolls all negative numbers, puts one in, rolls again, rolls all negative numbers, and puts one in. Everybody starts screaming at them.
They're the infected one, right?
And they're trying to convince them that they're actually good and knowing that they look totally guilty. It's awesome.
That is definitely a game that I want to play. I've been meaning to play it for the last how
still
long?
haven't played
I know,
it.
right? And Evan is a very good friend of the Maple Syrup Show, and I promised him I would play this. I don't know how many times.
Well, I promise
When he
you
makes
I
the
would.
5-player game?
Yeah. Yeah.
You
when
can play
you
Darkmoon
make the
when I-
5-player game, I will play Darkmoon.
Deal.
AJ, let's go back to Hostage Negotiator.
Sure.
What's the cool part of it?
Alright, so the cool, well, besides the incredible theme that doesn't really exist in hardly any other board games, mechanically, the cool thing about it is it's virtually a deck building game without the deck.
Oh,
So
I like that.
I looked at deck building and said, what do I not like about deck building? I don't like shuffling all the time. And I don't like getting that awesome expensive card and then it comes up with 4 victory cards and you can't do anything with it.
Right.
So in Hostage Negotiator, the cards you buy go directly into your hand.
Okay.
You can use them immediately or you can save them for another turn when it makes sense to play it. Better sense to play it. And so it combines that with dice rolling and it plays in almost always less than 30 minutes. 30 minutes a long game. Once you learn the game, 15, 20 minutes, that's a full game. So it plays quickly. It really has escalating tension. Games come down to the wire very frequently.
I've heard, yeah.
So it makes for a really great
I
solution.
hear people are very happy when they win. Like they're like, I accomplished something.
And you know, I truly, really, truly tell people, even if you're not a typical solo gamer, you need to try this game.
I do need to try that game.
We were at Crash Games and we were talking to Patrick, and he's like, I'm not even a solo gamer, and I played it. I love it. It's great.
Cool.
So to me, I kind of built it as a gateway to solo gaming, if you will. For people who aren't typically solo gamers, I think they'll still find a lot of enjoyment.
Great. And where can people find you on the web and here at GenCon?
Yeah, here at GenCon, at Van Ryder Games is my Twitter. I'm always looking at that. I don't have a booth, but we have Hostage Negotiator on sale at booth 1329 CNC Games.
1329, perfect, yeah.
Yep, and on the web, vanridergames.com. You can also order the game there. It's available now. And I'm on Board Game Geek as well. Same game.
And are you scouting out any submissions? What kind of things would you publish?
We just got done playtesting our next game I've signed called Saloon Tycoon.
Saloon
And
Tycoon.
you're an old west entrepreneur building your saloon. It kind of has a 3D aspect. You build up your saloon. Really cool. And Evan has a game, a detective game.
Yes, I've heard.
That I just am in love with.
We all
been
love it.
gushing over it. And so those two, and plus more Hostage Negotiator content, is what's on the horizon for us.
And Evan, last thing, where do you find Darkmoon?
Darkmoon is at Stronghold Games' booth. I have no idea what the number is.
23 something.
It's in the 2000s.
Yeah.
It's in the 2000s.
Just listen for Steven.
That's right. Just listen for Stephen Bonacore being very loud.
It's really easy to find him. All right, cool. Thanks very much, guys. I appreciate having you on the show. It's good to meet you finally. Yeah, listen to it. All right, cool. Thanks very much.